So welcome to our social media training for the team. Excited about today because I think the information that you're going to get today is going to sort of really help you guys propel for those of you who want to at least get to your two and free status, but also for those of you, especially who really want to start building a team. This is a skill set that might not, if you've had some experience in network marketing, might not have been in your tool belt, right? Because previously we did things a little differently. There was no worldwide pandemic. You could go shake someone's hand, pass a business card, meet them in the mall. You could do all kinds of stuff. But right now, that's become difficult for some people, depending on where you live. And so, right now, this particular skill set is going to help you to begin to still create prospects, right? We know that prospects are the lifeblood of our business, okay? And so we need some way during this time to continue to be able to prospect people. Now, of course, we know a lot of us have probably never really gone through our full list. We've never done those things. But once you've actually run out of some of those resources, you need ways to continue to add people into your funnel, into your prospecting funnel. Okay. So if we understand that, if people are the raw material in which our business is built off of, we need that raw material in order to continue to grow our business. So this skill set right here is going to be something that's going to allow you to do it. Now, in conversations with Jiz and with Jessica, we realized that we're going to really have to turn this into a series. Okay. It's going to be too much information really at one time. And we're not going to do a whole 6 hours Saturday training today on social media. So we're going to give it to you guys in bits of information, but information that you're going to be able to use and apply today so that you can start getting some results, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break this down into two sessions, or two sections, sort of. We're going to talk about Instagram, how to use that. And we're also going to talk about another tool which is very much underutilized in a platform that almost all of us have. So really for the younger generation, if you're not on Instagram and you're trying to reach them through Facebook, you're basically completely missing out because they're not there. Okay, that's not where they exist. They don't exist in that space. We exist in the Facebook space. Does that make sense? And so what we're going to do is we're going to have Jiz open us up in here in a second, and he's going to be able to talk to you about how he's been using some strategies in the Facebook arena that have really been successful, okay? And something that everybody can do. And it's not very difficult because I literally watched him from July to now build this whole thing from scratch, pretty much, okay? So I watched him do it right in front of my face. So I know he knows what he's talking about, and you guys are going to get some value from that. All right. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to transition into Instagram. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how to use Instagram, how to clean it up, what it should look like, how your stories versus your page, hashtagging, and how to use different stuff. And it's slightly different than Facebook because basically what happens is most people transition from Facebook to Instagram and they're trying to use Instagram the same way. It's not nearly as successful. And then we're going to be able to bring on our goddess herself, Miss Jessica Lau, and she's going to shut the whole thing down for us. And she's going to be able to show us exactly how you're going to be able to create dynamic content on Instagram using some of the strategies that she's done, because her posts are amazing. My posts are simplistic, at least I'm posting, right? And so I can't wait to be able to get some of the tips and tricks and get into her bag so that we can get some really good quality stuff. And so, guys, this is going to be a day. Pen and papers out. Limit your distractions, because this is probably one of the most important topics that we can focus in on right now, is how we're going to bring new people in to see what it is that we have and how we're going to attract them to us. Okay. So with that being said, listen, guys, if you don't know Jiz by now, you're going to get to know him. He's a P600 currently. When I say that he's P1000 loading, I mean he's probably breaking 2 P600s within the next 10 days. underneath him. He has a P1000 loading this month. He's going to get that Bitcoin money, right? But more importantly, this is my partner in crime and my partner in building, and he's really been able to take advantage of Facebook in a way that some of the most successful people in our company for sponsoring have been able to take advantage of Facebook. Some of them run ads, and he's been able to do it with free without actually running any ads. So this is the perfect thing that you guys can copy, that you can mimic, and that you can duplicate. So with that being said, Jiz, I'm passing it over to you, brother. You got control of it.
All right, thank you, Dre. Appreciate that introduction. And just like Andre said, you want to tailor the social media for the audience that you're trying to attract. So Facebook is for, our generation and above, and then Instagram is pretty much for the younger generation, and TikTok as well. The TikTok generation isn't on Facebook, and probably not too many on Instagram. So for me, I was lucky. I kind of consider myself an early adopter. So people in my network put me onto Facebook, invited me to other social media platforms, and I was on Facebook really early. And I was in another business with Dre, and I went to my upline. I had a different upline at the time, and I told him about Facebook. We were all on Facebook, but like Dre said, network marketing is face to face. So I said, hey, we should be on Facebook talking about our business. And he was like, I don't know. The organization may not like that. I'm like, what's wrong with it? It's just connecting with people. So it was about 2 years, 3 years after I told him that, where people started actually using it to promote their business. So one of the main goals that I had with this, I created this group. It's on Facebook you could create groups. Is that I have my private network, and I don't want to keep hitting them over the head with the academy. So this allows me to share information to people who are interested in the information. So it's people in my own personal network who I've invited to the group. Many of them I've already reached out to personally, phone calls, instant messenger, and they know that I'm in the space. I'm doing Forex, I'm trading cryptos and all of that stuff. So now when I send them the invitation, they know some of the content that I'll be talking about, and they're voluntarily saying, I'm interested in this. Let's see what you got, right? So when I come on my page, you'll see my page here. I do different types of posts. So again, I don't post only about the academy. That's one of the things that you don't want to do. Even though you create it to attract people to your business, you don't want every single post to be an invite to a presentation. So I post articles, and this is a great article which happens to feature one of our chairman 750s, Bryce Thompson. This was this morning, right? So then I'll have another post of something going on in our team, right? P1000, let's go, right? So again, people who are not familiar with the business, that creates some curiosity. What's P1000? What's Legacy Worldwide, right? And then you have other people commenting. You have people in the group who are part of our team who are commenting as well. So that again generates activity. I like to post a lot of articles. So I was posting articles before I joined the academy. That's just something that I do. I like to share information with my network. So people have always commented that I'm a great resource. So I just want to do that. And Randy and Wanda Webb said 2020, give value, right? It's all about giving value. So when you have your groups, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, you want to give value to people in your network. People outside your network see it and say, hey, every time I happen to come and check out this group or check out this post, there's some cool information on here. I learned something today, right? I have one of my friends I went to school with. She's in my Facebook group, and she saw a post that I put about Ripple, that you can still get Ripple. And I was able to help her. She commented on my post and said, hey, where can I get Ripple? And then I posted, you can get it on Exodus. You can get it on Uphold. 5 minutes later, she was like, thanks. I just got me some more Ripple, right? So actually giving people actionable information, right? So my thing here is, again, try to be diverse, try to diversify the kind of information that I give. But one of the things that I do again is that it is a public group. It's not a private group. I do control it so that people can't post, because some people come in and they just want to spam their links on your Facebook group. So I do it so that they can comment on posts, but they can't go ahead and comment themselves. And some people have asked me personally, hey, I'd like to post a comment, something I think would benefit the group. And then I would create an opportunity for them to share original content. So I try, it's a little bit of micromanaging, but that's a way to prevent just spammers, because it is a public group, from coming into the group and just spamming the group with their own content, right? So one of the ways that I've reached out, like Dre said, I don't advertise for the group. I don't pay advertisements for the group. Is I will go on, here's one of the Facebook's lives we've done with Dre. So along with articles that I post on there, we do Facebook lives. That's a great opportunity to promote the academy. So we did a presentation with one of our newer team members on Wednesday, and we did it on Facebook Live. So anyone in the group, this is an opportunity for them to see what we're really all about, right? So we showed the presentation, we answered some questions, all live on Facebook. So one of the other things that we do is there's various groups that I'm a part of. So I proactively search for groups about entrepreneurship, about cryptocurrency, about working from home, about single moms, single dads, you know, anything that you think is gonna attract somebody who's looking to make money. And then I join those groups. And then when people start to comment, I try not to be the person to post, so that I'm not trying to just promote myself. Again, even in my interactions with these groups, I'm trying to give value. So there are many groups in the last 12 months, of course, everybody's talking about crypto. So I've seen a lot of people asking information. Hey, should we be investing in crypto? Should the community be investing in crypto? Which crypto should get? Hundreds and hundreds of comments, right? So I'll just post a quick little paragraph. I'm not gonna do a whole, you know, spiel on it. Just a quick little paragraph. Crypto is a great opportunity right now. You don't want to miss out. I happen to have a Facebook group where I share a lot of information on it. Here's the link to my Facebook group. That whole day I'm inviting people, because like 50 people signed up to the group, right? So again, it's all about giving value. Somebody posts something about entrepreneurship. Hey, I'm a young person, I'm just coming out of college. What should I do to start getting myself financially on the right footing, right? Post something and then post a link to your group. When you respond to that person, everybody in that group is going to see your response, and you're going to get interactions just off of the response you gave that person. And then another way, a lot of these groups, they want to prevent certain types of posts, or they want to limit, they don't want the same people posting all the time on their group. So instead of me posting to these groups every day, I'll share something that I posted on my own site. So if I have this right here, if I wanted to share this, right, I would share it to that Facebook group. So it's coming from my group. And if they see it and they say, okay, this has value, they're going to allow it to be visible on their Facebook group. When people see it, they'll see that it's shared from Building Generational Wealth. So that's a way, a backdoor of getting your posts in there and promoting your own group by sharing it from your group, and they'll see where it came from, and you'll attract people from your group that way, right? So again, I try to give value, go to different areas, different news sites. Forbes, decrypt.co is a great resource. There's tons of information. I love that website. Like Curtis Cobain, CoinGecko, you have these resources, and it's just places that people normally won't go or don't know to go. So they'll come to you. I had a friend reach out to me now. He's also in a Facebook group. People in his network are starting to talk about crypto, and he said, who do I know who knows crypto? It's like, my man Gist, right? Immediately. So if you're not sharing, and someone in your network wants to know something about Forex, about investing, about crypto, and if they don't know that you know it, guess where they're gonna go? Somewhere else, right? So it's in your benefit. Of course, you don't want to spam your network, but having a Facebook group, having an Instagram page where you can share that content. I create an Instagram page specifically for the academy. It's separate. So again, my Instagram page is branded with this, building generational wealth. And I can show that a little bit later once we get to that section. Right, Dre, okay, one of the things that I wanted to say about the Facebook groups as well is that if you're doing it for your business, you want to pretty much just invite the people who are on your team and your downline, because anyone who comes into this group who's not in the academy already, they're interested in the academy. You don't want to have a conflict as to who's going to sponsor them. So the only people in the academy that's part of my Facebook group, part of this Facebook group, are in my downline, so that if somebody is interested and I can sign them in, it's gonna benefit my immediate team. So it's in your interest as well. You can post the same thing I post, but you're gonna do it for your Facebook group. There's not gonna be any oversaturation of the content, right? So that's actually a plus, right? So Drake, I'll turn it back over to you.
Awesome, awesome. Guys, so do you guys see right there how you're going to get value out of using the Facebook groups? Okay. You can create your own group on Facebook. All right. You can initially start by recruiting your own personal network. One of the other things that we have seen about the group, right, is that when your personal network comes in there, sometimes they're less likely to listen to you, but it's almost like how network marketing works, right? The farther so you go in depth, the more people are willing to listen to you, and it causes your people that didn't listen to your personally sponsored people to listen to you more, right? And so the same thing that happens here is initially we started with 20 people or so in the group, and then all of a sudden it started to grow. And then all of a sudden, kept creating content. We did Facebook Lives only specifically for the group. We did promos only for the group, right? We've done different things like that. And then all of a sudden, more and new people started coming into the group. And what happens is your initial 20 people say, oh, wait a second, Jiz is providing value here. The group's at 200 plus people now. So obviously, other people want to know what it is that he's talking about. Maybe I should listen. As a matter of fact, he just signed up someone the other day just based on that same kind of principle, right? Someone that he knew from college. So this is an important tool that you can use. And then the last part that he mentioned that was really important was also to make sure that it's your group and that you're just not joining everybody else's group that's on the team for this. You should allow your upline to have access. So Jiz made me an admin in the group so that I can come in and post content anytime, because I know anybody coming from that group, or even if someone hit me up directly, that means to me that because I am his upline and I know this is Jiz's group, if someone came to me and hit me directly and said, hey, listen, I'd like to get started, I know, okay, I'm going to enroll them with Jiz's link because it's Jiz's group. Do you guys see how that works? So now I can serve Jiz by coming in there. I can edify Jiz. I can do stuff. I can say, man, Jiz is in here, man, providing value to the group all the time. Guys, show some love for the fact that he's constantly providing value for you guys. I just pop in here every once in a while and I give a little something, right? So now I can edify him back to his same initial core people, right? Because the speed is the people that you know, right? That's how you build fastest, right? But sometimes the people that you know don't recognize you as a prophet, right? So what happens is they might not listen to you. So this gives us the ability to do that. So everybody see how that's going to work. All right. The other thing I love that he said, he gave you guys a couple of nuggets. He said, don't just give them information, give them actionable information. That was a nugget. I hope you got that. All right. Give them actionable information. That's actual value is what he's talking about. Hey, I don't know where to get XRP. Jiz could have easily said, well, if you join the academy, we can show you how to get XRP. But that's not what he said. He said, let me point you to where you can get XRP. She was able to say, thank you right away. What does that do for the rest of the network, right? The other thing that he said is that controlling your group, all right, because it is a public group, that anybody can now join into, right? You want to make sure that they can comment, but they can't create content. Okay. Now, one of the things he's done is that when people have hit him up, he found out, okay, this lady has an award show that she does for authors, or this person has done a tremendous amount in real estate. And so again, that has nothing to do with Forex, but it's content for the group. So Jiz has set up interviews with those people, right? And done Facebook Lives with those people to talk about that content and just attract more people into the group, because it is a wealth community, right? And then let's see, and then lastly, the biggest kind of move that he has done that I've seen him really use it is when he goes to other groups and he talks and he adds value. So he doesn't always even every time post the link when he comments. I've seen him actually comment, add value, then come back later on and post and then say, here's a link. So we don't always have to be just desperate, right? Like, here's my link, here's my link, here's my link, right? We can just give value, give value, give value. And what the group creates is a drip. It creates a drip. It works as its own funnel, because when someone's in the group, they usually don't remove themselves unless the group is just annoying and it doesn't align with their values. But once they're in the group, they're usually in the group for a long time, right? So what happens is every time there's a new post in the group, what happens on your Facebook, folks? Does it show you that you have a new notification in your group? And so it continues to drip on them, drip on them, drip on them. So not only is this going to get you some results faster, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to get results over time where people just basically cave in and say, okay, man, Jiz, listen, I need to get in on this crypto game. I got to figure out how to trade this Forex. I've been in this group for 2 years now. All right, you know what? You wore me down, right? Like I got to get in, right? And so that's the value of the group. So if you guys got some value from what Jiz just did, throw some love in the chat. Give them some 111s, some 222s. Give them some fire in the chat. That was absolutely amazing. I appreciate you, bro. So what I want to do is I want to switch gears, okay? So what I need to know, does everybody here have an Instagram account? If you have an Instagram account, throw some G's. Throw some G's in the chat. If you have Instagram, throw some G's, okay? I see. Okay, Pine, I don't even know if we're friends on Instagram. See, that's we gotta fix that. All right. Mona, we're gonna fix that. Okay. We want to have an Instagram account. This is gonna be a vital resource for you. Okay. All right. I see here. We got Dinesh. I see most everybody. Thank you. Jessica, thank you. You said it. Please drop your tag in so that everybody can follow you. Okay. So what they mean by that, but for those of you who are new, drop your tag means you see that they put the @ symbol and then whatever your name is. So I put Big Dre Empowers. That is my name. Boom, on Instagram. So now what that allows you to do is you can take that @ symbol and you can follow me on Instagram, and then I can follow you back. And now we're linked together on Instagram. Okay. So everybody, we should be all adding each other as friends through this Instagram process. All right, so here's what I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to show you in a second some Instagram pages. I'm going to show you some content in a second. But what I want you guys to understand is the value and the importance of this. All right. Whenever we are doing something, you should be creating a post around it for Instagram. Let me say that again. Not necessarily to advertise it, but right now, as we're all talking here on this thing, when Jiz was just talking, you should have screenshotted, you should have taken a picture, you should have taken a 10-second video of a point that he was making. You should have done something that you could create content around and you could tag Jiz Clerk into. Okay? So right now, everybody, if you're on this training right now, everybody, get your camera out, or if you're on the phone, I need you to screenshot right now, and I need you to know I need you to put what's yours? Jiz and Jessica, throw yours in real quick. Your Instagram.
Mine is there, Building GW.
I know, but throw it again because they don't have to search for it, right? everybody throw it again so you don't have to search for it, and I'll throw in right up. There's Goddess. It's at Goddess, right? Jizz is throwing his in there. Okay, right. And at Big Dre Empowers. What I want you to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it, is you take your screenshot or whatever it is, and you're going to go to your story section on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to go to your story section on Instagram, and then you're going to create a post around that. Now, we're going to do a simple post. Des is going to show you how to make them fancy and do all kinds of fun stuff with it, right? But the idea is you would say, yo, I can't believe at building GW or at, so basically at Jizz just dropped phenomenal nuggets on this training. Bam, and you're going to tag it. And what that's going to do is that's going to tag him to his stories. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how all this works, but I'm giving you the idea behind this. Guys, this is critical, because when we watch the groups that are exploding right now, they're using this model the right way. And the reason that it's the right way is you would think that, man, why am I just going to tag Jizz and tag Desica and tag Seth, who do all the trainings and do all that stuff? How does that benefit me? Well, I'm actually going to show you how it benefits you in a second, okay? Because it's extreme benefit to you to be able to do it, all right? So with that being said, real quick, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you. We'll get rid of, hey, guys, look at that sexy guy again one more time. I give it up for Dinesh, guys. Tomorrow, Dinesh on the big stage showing for the whole team. I can't wait for that. That's going to be exciting, all right? But here we go. Let's see here. Let me get off of her page. And we're going to talk about different people. Okay. So here's Instagram. And Instagram works best off your mobile device. It gives you more opportunities to do stuff off your mobile than it does off your laptop. What you want to do with your Instagram is real simple. You want to be able to create several different things. It is not like your Facebook where you have every single post go into your post section. In fact, you want to save your post section for more high quality pictures, things that you can create stories around. It doesn't have to be full-on lifestyle videos like a chairman. You don't have to have that, but you could have a picture off your iPhone or whatever your device is where you're sitting with your family over dinner. You could create a post that says, so grateful today that my business paid me a residual income and I was able to take the family out to dinner. Be careful with compliance on how you word stuff, but you get the point. And now it's a picture of y'all at the table. It doesn't have to be you getting on a private jet, right? But they should be more high quality, high resolution pictures that you're looking for on your Instagram. Okay, so I used to have worse pictures. I came in and I cleaned up this and just left the best pictures that I had. Okay, but that's what's going to go on your post, right? Fun, creative stuff that you might have on your Instagram, your feed, just different stuff. It doesn't all have to be business. You see, I have some stuff that's business, like this GJ event was when I first started, that was business. But then I also have my daughter playing in blocks. I have a post from my activist days. I have Beyonce did something that was amazing. Here's a nice picture of me that I created a post around. Here's my daughter as a Sith warlord here. You see I got the nerd 2.2 nerd squared, right? So here she is as a Sith. That was amazing, right? So here's my mentor, my biggest mentor in life, Errol Webley. So different stuff, right? Someone in the group, their daughter made me a little Forex chain, right? Little stuff, Christopher Terry. I've been able to create posts around. And as I've learned more, it's gotten better. But you notice I don't have a lot of posts. In fact, this last post was a while ago. It was probably January 7th or so when I posted this, okay? Where on Facebook, I'm actually putting posts out more regularly. Here, I didn't put my posts out there because why? I create my posts in my stories. Does everybody understand that? You're creating your posts in your stories. So what you want to have here is you want to have a clean thing. You want to have a nice picture of yourself. It doesn't have to be in a suit and tie, but a nice picture that you like. You want to be able to have this thing cleaned up. You know, I have proud father, investor, world champion, freedom plug, and I have a link. Do not put the link to your sign up page. So you don't want to put your I Am Academy link. You want a link there. So this link, when we click on it, leads to our team's YouTube channel, okay? And what I'm actually about to change it to is actually to this Telegram group that I have here that I created, where I'm actually going to funnel people just like how Jiz has a group on Facebook. I'm going to funnel them to a Telegram for Big Dre Empowers, right? So it'll funnel them here. And what'll happen is I'm going to start posting content into this. And what it'll do is people will automatically, if they click on that link, they'll automatically join your Telegram group, and you can continue to have people, same concept. You can drip on people, you can add value, you can do videos, you do special promotions, all kinds of stuff by just doing that. All right. So again, there's the YouTube channel. So you want to clean this up. How I was able to do this, because it doesn't allow you to kind of do it in this order when you create it, is what I did is I went to my notes section on my iPhone. I created the notes, I copied it, and then I pasted it into the section when I was creating my bio for Instagram. All right. So again, let me see if I can get logged on here. All right. So guys, this part here, we're going to do a lot of the sort of the technical stuff right now, okay? This is not going to be the exciting, sexy stuff, all right? But we're going to get through this because you guys need to see how this all works. Let me see something real quick. Let me stop my screen share for 1 second. 1 second, so I can get logged in here. 8, 9, 4. All right. So let me go back to this real quick. So do you guys see how that is? Okay, you see how it's cleaned up? Now, what'll happen here is that this section where your picture is becomes your story section. This is gonna be your most important section. But you notice when I cleaned up my page, what I did is I created file folders. So if you think of Instagram as a way to create files for your pictures, your life, stuff like that, that's what Instagram is, okay? So what happens is now I have a mentorship section. So now watch this. When someone comes to my page and I tell them, hey, I mentor people, what they're gonna immediately do is they're gonna click on this and see if that's the case. So now it pulls up the mentor section. Is there flyers on here? Is there me doing different stuff? Is there other people talking about me mentoring? Is it right? Do you see that? So now what happens is all of a sudden they realize not only does he do mentorship, but maybe he's plugged into a whole mentorship community because I was able to create that file. So now if they're looking for mentorship, what happens? They see all of this mentorship stuff going on from stories that I created. Right? They know I'm plugged in. Not only am I participating, but occasionally I'm even doing the training. And so now, boom, mentorship. Does everybody see how that worked? All of those posts came from my story, not posts that I post on my page. Okay. Hold on, I see we got some comments. I didn't see anything there. Right? You see that? Okay. Now, here's a series. I was waking up every morning. I was saying what I was so happy and grateful for. Okay. So now I'm showing gratitude. I had a couple series that I was running. One was called Mentorship Moments that I did on Instagram. Another is 10-minute tips. I still do that right now. I'm on season 2, crypto edition. So these are little things, again, just different flyers, what the topics were. People see that I have that going on. Any major events we do, we go ahead and we put that in there. So anytime there's a major event, Super Saturdays, these are events that I organized last year, Father Power, Freedom Ain't Free on the 4th of July, right? Different events. okay? Testimony series with Lillian Ocado, right? We've done all kinds of different events, and I need to add more stuff in here, right? Because there's been a lot since then. I need to update this, okay? But look at this. Not only do I have the event flyers, but now they're like, oh my God, spit and fire, right? So much fire from Sakina. You notice who's making those posts, by the way, someone who knows how to use social media, okay? All of a sudden, these things are right in there and they're easy for people to follow and find. Everybody knows that I'm all about being a dad. So now these are moments that I can put in here with my daughter that I can have and post so they can see that I'm human, that I'm not just some kind of business robot, right? So do you see how that's cleaned up? You guys get it? Now, what happens is you want to be able to have your story rocking. Now, how you know your story is rocking is by how many of these little dashes you see, okay? How many of those dashes you see? Some of it is going to be content that you need to create yourself. So when you hear them talking about 10 posts a day, it's not 10 posts to your posts. It's 10 stories. It might be I snapped a flyer. It might be I real quick want to do a quick 10-second thing. Oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. I want to show a little bit of me cooking dinner, what kind of plate of food I have. It's 10 stories of content where you're talking about the business, you're showing your life, you're doing different things on there that go to your stories every day. So you want this to fill up as much as possible. I'm going to show you an example. Let's use people who are absolutely crushing social media right now. This is Morgan Simpson. She's a Chairman 50. She went Chairman 10, Chairman 25, and Chairman 50 all last year. Would you say that she's in momentum? She went Chairman 10, 25, and 50 from March of last year to March of this year, and she's about to smash Chairman 100. Would you say that she has momentum? Right? Now look at this. She even created hers even more special. Look, I am Chairman 100, 250, 500. She's got it all right here. She's got her YouTube channel here. She's got her stuff done nice. She's got a lot of followers also, okay? But watch what happens when I click her stories. Look how many dots she has. See, what happens is if I play this back a little bit, she has content that she put in there herself, right? That she might have posted. But then there's content that her team and other people, like this is content she posted. She made this up, 3 a.m. She did that. That's one of her posts for the day. This is another post, her gratefulness. Just before this, she was just live on somebody else's call. That's her post. Now, boom. Now when she's live, what's happening? Everybody is tagging her to what? They're tagging her to that. Man, she was awesome. Look at this. Plugged in with them. Such an amazing call with this chairwoman. Thank you for your leadership. It's happening now. It's already done. Next level, right? Do you see that? Some people are just tagging those two leaders. Some people are also tagging people on their team, but everybody should be tagging. So we should be screenshotting. How many of y'all screenshotted already a message right now of me just talking right now? How many screenshotted Jiz talking? Hopefully y'all will screenshot Jessica coming up. Maybe do a short video, maybe do whatever. How and why is that effective for you? Because here's what happens, okay? Here's what happens. I'm gonna stop real quick and I'll come back to it. Here's why it's effective for you. If I say that I work with Honey Morgan, or Morgan Simpson, she's my mentor, right? And believe it or not, your person says, oh, Dre's mentored by Morgan Simpson? Let me go look her up. And he or she prospect goes to look up Morgan Simpson and their social media page is not popping. Do they want to be mentored by Morgan Simpson? Tell me, do they, as much as you told them about him, they looked her up on social media. That's her calling. That's her new business card. They said, she ain't got nothing going on. No fruit on the tree. Why do I want to be mentored by her? Now, What y'all are probably thinking, and the misconception is, well, if I refer him to Morgan, why wouldn't he just go work with Morgan? Well, if Morgan Simpson, you saw how many posts she had? Your prospect doesn't think that he can hit Morgan Simpson up directly. What he says is, man, Dre's the plug to Morgan Simpson. She's got a lot going on. Okay, he's personally being mentored by her. Okay, I want to work with Dre because he's the plug to give me access to that leader. Are y'all catching this? They're not going to go around you. They're going to go directly through you in order to get access. You're the plug. Okay? Now, Morgan Simpson actually did a social media training, and I caught the tail end of it. And this is what happened on that training. Okay? Is she said that the first thing that she does is she wants to be the first 3 people to comment on people's posts that she follows that are people that she would call her mentors. So when David Imaniche makes a post, when someone else makes a post, when DL Woods or whoever makes a post, she has it notify her right away that there's a new post, and she goes and she wants to be one of the first people to comment on that person's post. Why? Because she knows that the people that she's onboarding on as prospects are going to go and see. Well, she said she works with David Imaniche. Well, if every post I'm one of the top 3 people from my mentor, Randy Webb, for my mentor, right, Desica, for my mentor, Nellie Smith, if every time they post, I'm one of the top 3 people and Nellie responds, because eventually you stop responding after it's 300 in depth, right? 400, like you're not responding to everybody, right? Right? So all of a sudden, Jiz responds to something that I post, and he's the first person to respond, second person to respond, and he's like, man, well done, man. Super excited. That's great. What do I say back? Yeah, Jiz, that's awesome, bro. You know you got next. I'm watching you, bro. Right? And so now that's there. So now all of a sudden, all of her prospects know that not only is David her mentor, not just the stage mentor, but David Imaniche knows who Morgan Simpson is. Who do they want to work with? They can't access David Imaniche, but they're the prospect of Morgan Simpson. Are y'all catching this? This is how this works. This is why it's blowing up. You want to let's go back and show another example. Because I don't want y'all to think that she's just some kind of special case. Let's look at Joey Wilson. Joey Wilson and Matthew Thayer. Look at how clean their Instagram is. Now, for him, he's been doing it for a long time. Look how clean. Look at the types of posts he has. There's one of him working. There's a lifestyle video. There's a video of him or a picture of him and his new daughter, right? Here's family. Does any of this say screen Forex, Forex, Forex? HFX, 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 cash trap, cash trap, cash trap. No, they're living life. And then occasionally they pop in a video. Occasionally they pop in something. But if you came to this, do you want to be curious as to what's he doing? What's his life about? What kind of stuff? Now, you don't have a Chairman 50 income maybe yet, but you have to create some curiosity around your life. Okay? Now check this out. What happens here? Today, this is already just starting. By the end of the day, it's going to be ... just like how Morgan Simpson's was. Just like that. People just tagging and adding posts. Let's look at someone else. Let's look at one of the top 2 sponsors ever in IM, top 2 or 3. Her name is Noelle Trimble. Okay? She has, look at all this. She even has up here, because she has so many fake Insta account, people copying her, she actually puts them here so that you know, hey, this is fake Insta. Now, this is straight millennial. So they do stuff like curse, real shit, and do this, pardon my language. But you see, this is straight. But look at this. Let's look at it. Look at it. Look at how many people are tagging, retagging, reposting. Why do you think that she's a Chairman 50 going Chairman 100? All off of Instagram. Okay? So what I'm saying for you guys is we've got to figure out a way to do that. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to stop my screen share here again because I've gone a little bit long, but I'm going to show you one thing from the phone so that you guys can do it, and then we'll have Jessica because we're going to do more of these trainings. If you guys are getting some value out of these trainings right now, go ahead and throw some ones in the chat. All right? If you're getting some value right now, throw some ones in the chat. All right. All right. So here's Instagram on my phone. So we're going to go to our profile. Okay. We're going to go here. You see this little plus box up at the top? Boom. You notice I can create a post or I can create a story. Y'all see that? Or I can go Instagram live, or I can create a reel, which Jessica's going to talk a little bit about, right? But normally I would want to create a story. Okay. So if I was on here and I'm creating a story, now I can come in here. I can either do a live conversation. I can do whatever. I can go. It's going to access my camera. I can take a picture, and I can go ahead and boom, boom, boom. I can create a story around that, and we'll let Jessica talk more about how to use that. Oh, I don't want to do that right now. Get out of here. Okay. So, but here's what I want to show you how to do. I want to show you that when you come down here, you can go to your archive. So literally, and this is why I said I got to come back here and clean this up. Everything that you've posted is archived. Remember, because this is like it archives everything. That's what it is. It's this archiving system for photos initially, which people turned into a social media site. So now what I would want to do if I wanted to come back here thinking about the different things that I have going on, I would come here and I would maybe say, okay, let's look at this post. I click on it. And you see where it says highlight on the bottom? I can click highlight, and now I could add this to events, or I could add this to trainings. Boom. Now I just added that to my trainings folder when someone wants, or so when I create the different list of folders that I want to have, I've been able to add that. Same thing here. I can add that to my trainings folder, and boom, I just added another one. Okay. So I can now go in and I can actually take out from my archives and I can archive them where I want to by using that feature. Does everybody see how that worked? Okay. So this is how you're going to be able to create that content for yourself, that you're going to be able to put these things in different places. Now you also notice that a lot of times you have your posts here, and then over here you have your actual Instagram lives, right? It separates them. So that way, because you notice a lot of these lives are not sexy pictures of me, right? I might be in the middle of talking, I might look whatever. So I don't want those on my page. I want that to be clean over here with the nice high quality photos. Now I got the lives and it allows me to label them. I got them labeled as to what they are. If anybody wants to watch it, they can come back and they can watch it. Okay. Are you guys seeing that? How that all worked out? Okay. This is what I was talking about when you edit your profile. When you go here to bio, if you don't use something that's already pre-done and copy and paste, it's not going to let you do a bio where it goes, down, 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 down like that, where it goes proud father, investor, world trader, all that stuff. Okay. It's not going to allow that to happen. All right. So what I did was I came over here and I just went to notes. If I can find where I put my notes, I went here, I went to notes, and I'll create something here. Like I created something maybe for a bio or whatever it is. And let's just say if I wanted to create a new one, I would just go back here, create a new one. And like I said, I select the image, let's say, 100. And I wanted to say, proud or entrepreneur. Let's go back. Sorry, let me go return. Okay, here we go. 100. And I wanted to say entrepreneur. Boom. Then all of a sudden I wanted something else. I wanted it to be the the plug or something like that, right? So I come over here, I do another one now. I could do the plug, right? Whatever. You guys get the point. Now, when I'm done here, I can actually copy it. I can hold it down and I can actually copy the whole thing. Right? Select all. I can copy that, and now I take that back, right? I'll take that back over to Instagram. And if I was in my section editing my profile, I would paste it there in my bio. Now I have it looking the way I want it to look. Does everybody see that? Simple stuff, right? But it doesn't look like it's got a clean page? Doesn't it look like I'm organized? Doesn't it look like if I came to you and said I talk about Forex, that I talk about Forex, I'm actually going to create a new folder over here, which will be crypto, right? So if I talk about crypto and all of a sudden you see all these different things that I've done along crypto, flyers, conversations, posts, whatever, and all of a sudden you see that, do you believe that I actually do involve myself in crypto, right? So this is more important than a business card. This is a more thorough business card than you've ever had in your life, right? Because now you can actually give people a peek into what it is that you do, and now they can believe you. This builds credibility fast, okay? So with that, again, not wanting to do too much on one call today and overwhelm you guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass it over next to Jessica. Now, guys, if you don't know, let me just, I'll let her show you, but her page is popping. Jessica has this thing really rocking and rolling now. She's not only gotten some special training, she was telling me some stuff. I'm still doing antiquated flyers. She's moved on to something fancier. I'm like, how did you get that font? She was like, boy, you don't know what's this. And I'm like, what? I didn't know that was going on. So she's going to be able to show you some more about what's going on with this, but she's also going to be able to show you how to make some of your posts more engaging and more exciting so people want to look at your content. There's no better person to do it. Her social media is exploding. It's beautiful. It mesmerizes me. I'm so excited about the fact I got my pen and paper out right now. All right. She's going to close it out. Drop a mic on the whole thing. Make sure you screenshot her. Okay. Make sure you give her some love. Miss Jessica Lau. Go on, sister. You got it.
Amazing, amazing. I hope you guys are taking notes. I got some amazing notes from Jiz, you guys. I'm making that Facebook page ASAP. That's like, I was like, why wasn't I doing this sooner? And of course, Dre always coming in with the sauce. I appreciate you both. It's always like just so amazing to work with incredible servant leaders. So I appreciate you, family. You know what? I literally was like, what am I going to talk about today? Because I have so much info and so much like sauce to give you guys. I'm like, like I just got to break it down. So last night I was sitting with Prit and I was like, what do we go? Like, what should I go over? So I have a few things I want to cover with you guys really quickly, and then we'll get into the aesthetic of things. You guys, my Instagram has changed so many times. I've built 2 accounts. My current account is at 1,700 followers, and my business page is actually at 2,500. So I'm going to show you both so that you guys can see how I was able to organically build, and I'm still building. It takes time, right? But you guys will kind of see like a similarity between the both more so now. So I'm just going to share my screen. And if you guys have anything in particular that you want to go over, please let me know, because I know a lot of people have questions about doing certain things, how to post certain ways, all that sort of stuff. So please ask, because I have so much to give you guys, and I don't want to make this like too long either. So if I can answer any specific questions that you guys have, it would just narrow things down and make things a lot easier. So you guys, this is my current Instagram page. You can see my bio. I do it a little bit differently than Dre. I want to keep people curious about what I do, right? I don't want them to know like, okay, this is what she does. She's just Forex, or she's just a beauty expert. Like, no, I was like, I want to make it interesting. So I have a few quotes here. Nobody knows what the heck I do. A lot of people just assume, which is fine with me, because it's like, now you have to ask me questions, right? So Mona, to get into Instagram, you just have to download the app, and it will say register, and you're going to have to give a username and your email. And once you give your email, they'll send you a notification on your email to confirm. that it's you, and that will create your Instagram page and it will look like scratch. I got to give a shout out to my dad, you guys. Big shout out to my dad because he just started using Instagram and he's already killing it. So if you guys don't follow him, I also put the list in the Telegram group so you guys can go follow each other. So, okay, what's the first thing I want to go through with you guys? You guys, so much sauce. Okay, so if you look in my bio, yeah, you see I have a link here. It's MSHA Milkshake. So this is an actual app you can get. It's called Milkshake that will help you create a landing page. And this makes a landing page so that you guys can actually have multiple links. You know, so it's pretty cool, you guys, because I have my quantum mindset that goes to my Telegram group where I drop mindset development and coaching, like audios, everything I'm listening to, it's going in that group. So if you guys aren't following it, please plug in. Free crypto wallet, that's just my referral links, right? TradingView Pro, my referral link. Retrieve your residuals. Now people are like, oh, residuals, she must be into network marketing or MLM or something like that. What's this, right? Become the Matrix. This one connects to my Calendly link. So if you don't have a Calendly link, like I highly recommend you guys get a Calendly. This is so that people can book meetings with you directly without having to like ask you. You know, I've had multiple people come from Instagram just to book here. Now, the thing is, nobody knows what become the matrix means, right? So I keep it really, really broad and general, you guys. Of course, some people are looking for a little bit more of a like a direct approach because they're like, what the hell? Like what? Like you don't want to keep people that confused. So I'm actually thinking about changing it to just like contact me, you know, contact me or something, just so people know it's like my contact information. But basically you want to make sure that you have, these are really easy to make, you guys. It's literally an app called Milkshake, and it creates the pages for you. And all you have to do is plug things in. Like I can select this one. I can select an easy page like this, and then you just type in whatever you want and it will automatically create the page for you. You can change the picture here if I wanted to take a different picture. So it's very straightforward, you guys. A lot of these apps, honestly, I know a lot of you are maybe new to using all these like techie stuff, right? But honestly, like I had to figure out the same way. I would just click things and would see what would happen. Your phone will not blow up, I promise. Okay, so just click away until it asks you for a credit card, and then be like, no, go, let me go back, let me exit out of this app, you know? So that's pretty much how I learn anything on social media, really. You can see my page, you guys, has a theme, right? I love the matrix. I love like keeping people just intrigued with intriguing posts. I kind of try to keep a little bit of a theme as far as Alice in the Wonderland I have here, a little bit of my crypto stuff, a little bit about me personally, about what I do. But you can also see on my page, you guys, I barely have any pictures. Everything is a video or a moving image, because, and then everything also, there's multiple posts. So I don't just post one thing, right? I post many things just to keep people engaged. Why? Because Instagram, you guys, has an algorithm that will see that people are spending time on your page, right? So even with video, you get more views with videos opposed to people liking a picture. And Instagram will see that. They'll say, oh, this many people, they don't really, they do monitor views, but I feel like with the videos, they monitor a little bit more. You can actually see how many views you're getting. So I got 75 views on this. I don't know how many people liked it, but that's okay. The more views, the better, right? So I like to keep everything engaged, you guys. Even my quotes, they're all videos. Multiple posts like this. There's a video here and then Bitcoin. Like people are like, what? Like Matrix, Bitcoin? Okay, like I'm curious now, you know, what is this girl doing? It's kind of intriguing, you know? What's a good example I want to give you guys as well? When I started doing multiple posts, you guys, it kind of like just my Instagram started to pick up, you know, and I always create moving images. something that someone's gonna sit and look at. Be like, oh, this is kind of nice. This is kind of cool. You know, it's moving. It's moving. I think that's like a huge thing. I put some of my family, right? Like back in the day, just a little bit about me. So I'm not like some of my like food. I love food, right? I made a reel. So, okay. So before I go into reels, I also want you guys to know that branding is super important. I'm currently working on transitioning to branding. If you guys go to like Wanda's page, I'll show you guys a really good example. She just started her branding. She has a color that she specifically uses. You know, you can see like when she started doing it, when her page kind of started changing, right? Okay, there's like quotes, and now it's kind of getting into a color theme. Because guess what? Every time you post something, you guys, how many of you guys follow me and like know that it's my post without having to go to my see my name, right? You know, like, oh, this is Dessa's post. Like she posted this. It's hot pink, like you cannot miss it. Or it's like a certain font, you can't miss it, right? You know, it's like, okay, she's showing up. She's showing up on my feed, right? Oh, this is my other page, you guys. I didn't mean to switch here. But this is my business page. And you guys can see like there's also a theme here. I keep a theme going. This is where I've tried to change the theme multiple times. So if you guys are like, oh, like I'm bored, switch it up. It's all good, but try to keep something consistent, right? Like people know in the lash world, people know my work. Why? Because I post a certain way. I post before and afters a certain way. I tag my name on my posts, right? You can tell like this is Dessa's work. This is Dessa's work. She's always posting the same way, the same angles of shots. Same thing when you guys are posting like selfies or pictures of yourself or pictures of your family. Try to do something, theme it in a certain way, right? Post things in a certain way that people will know it's you. If I go down, you guys, I really strategically like the aesthetic of my page. So I post a quote and then I'll post a picture and then I'll post a quote and then I'll post a picture. There's many ways you can do it. You can see I changed the color a couple times. My font is the same. For a long time here, I was building very consistently. You guys, I got to show you this picture. When I first started doing lashes, I had to wear this big mask because I was allergic to the glue, but I made it work anyways. Like, horrible. Yeah, talk about wanting to make it work, right? Where am I going down here? Yeah, so you guys kind of get the idea, right? Like you can see that it's consistent. People know that it's me. I do post a little bit about myself everywhere on every page I have, so people know that, okay, this is Jessica. This is her page. So just an idea to give you guys a little bit of aesthetic. I did the same thing on this page, right? Back and forth, changing the color theme. Okay, so the one cool thing also, you guys, if you go to your insights, you can also see who's seeing your post, how your account's growing, your content interactions. You guys, this is a little bit more technical, but like it's good that you understand who's viewing your post, right? So if I go to accounts reached, here we go. You can see the impressions that I'm leaving, 7,000, right? That's pretty good. Pretty wow. That amazes me. I haven't looked at this in a minute. You can see what days that most people are engaging in my post. So Wednesdays, a lot of people are engaging on Wednesdays. Okay, cool. I got to post more content on Wednesdays because that seems like to be the day that they want to visit my page, right? If I scroll down, you can see your top stories. You can see your top posts. All your top posts, you guys. This is like a key element because now you can see what are most people looking at? Where am I getting my most views? Obviously, it's Instagram, so the selfies, I guess, is a thing on IG. People love selfies and people love seeing you with your family. People love seeing you just in your natural environment doing you, right? So you can see my posts that got the most views. This post right here had a lot of views. Why? Because this is when I started doing like adding an image and I posted multiple posts, right? Just a little bit like, and it's all different. There's like, what does this have to do with Forex? It really doesn't, but it kind of does, you know? And then if you look at my caption, you can see it says swipe for profits. I give people a call to action right on the comment. Do something, right? Leave a comment, drop a comment, drop an emoji if you agree with me. Ask them questions. Comments are really, really imperative, you guys. I'm not going to go too deep into this because there's a lot more you can see, but let's go into comments a little bit because I think comments are very important in getting your engagement, okay? So ready to claim your future. And then when I do write my comments, you guys, I always make it so that they have to click more. If you don't affirm it, then what? ... People are like, well, what do you mean, right? Let me see what she has to say. And then I structure it like, yeah, I do longer posts sometimes, but I structure it so it doesn't look like it's all smashed together and it's a lot of reading. I make it short sentences, keep it short, keep it pretty basic, separate sentences just to make it seem like it's not a lot that they're reading, but they're more likely to go through this than to go through a big paragraph, right? And also, I always like to, just like Jiz said at the beginning, add value, right? In the comment section is a chance for you to add value. If people are reading your post, it's like I'm giving them little nuggets, right? Little mindset nuggets, little nuggets that they can apply to their life. And they see, okay, this person's a mentor. This person knows about the financial world, right? This person knows a little bit something about planting money and making it grow. Keep it simple, educate, add value. Those are like huge things in your comments. Now, one of the things that I learned with Pritika yesterday on the comment section, I know I'm talking really fast, you guys, but I'm just trying, there's a lot of like information I got to give you, okay? If we go to Pritika's page from yesterday, she did a post here. I think it was this one. No, this one right here. So you can see her first comment here was an emoji, right? There's no hashtags, there's nothing. But if we click on it, if we actually, I don't think I can see it. If you go to her page specifically, she actually has, in the first 3 posts, yeah. So in the first 3 posts, you have to do a reply to yourself. So say I was doing a post, right? Say I'm posting this or whatever. And then I would do a reply to myself. So comment here. And this is right when you post, okay? And I can reply myself. I guess I have to post it first. I can't show you. But once you put the emoji, you would reply to yourself, and then you could put your hashtags in there. And it will not show your hashtags on your comments, but the hashtags are there, which is kind of cool because then people aren't like, oh, well, how the heck is she getting so much? Like, this was my thought, you know? Sometimes I see people's pages and I'm like, how are they getting so many engagement without any hashtags? But the hashtags are there, they're just hidden. So these are like little detailed things that you can do to update your engagement, okay? A little bit more about engagement, you guys. When people comment on your post, this is really important. You always want to comment back. You can see I haven't even commented back to certain posts. And when you do comment back, try to make it like 2 sentences if possible. 2 short sentences, right? This is also when you guys are prospecting people on social media. If you're going to certain people's pages, write a comment that's 2 sentences and do an intentional comment. Don't just write like a emoji, or don't just write like, oh, this is cool. Like, do an intentional comment. I've built relationships off of social media because I'll go to people's pages, you guys, that I've like, this girl, I just started following her, right? If she had more content, I would go to her page and I'd be like, oh, you look so beautiful. How is your day going? You look so beautiful. What do you do? You look so beautiful. Where is this? Where do you live? Always ask a question, because when you do engage on the comments and people write back to you, Instagram sees that and they'll funnel more people to see your page because you're getting the engagement, you're getting the activity. Also, at the same time, you guys, you're building a relationship with people, right? And I think that's huge. Look at my dad posting. Look at that. So proud of him. Right? This would be like a good, like you could do like a picture that says like before, right? Back in the day. And then you could do like now, you know, and do like a 4 post series like that. Like, this is before, write a little caption, you know, back in the day. Now it's like, okay, now it's 2021, like boom, you know, so it keeps people engaged. That's like the major thing. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but there's just so much I can talk about, you guys, seriously. And like social media is a new network. Okay, so you guys, you see this post right here, right? I'm actually going to screenshot this and you guys will see this on my page later. I promise you. And what I usually do is I just crop the photo, and you can crop the photo as soon as you screenshot it. I'm going to save. So I'm going to show you guys how to post a story, okay? There's a couple ways you can post a story. If you want to post the exact image with the account tagged, see this little airplane thing at the bottom here? If you click the airplane thingy and you go add to story, it's going to add directly from the page. It also will tag the person whose page it is. Now, I don't often post like this because you do not have all the features to edit the image, right? You have some here. You have the Jiffy's quick nugget. You guys use the ones that are on the main page. These ones are going to get the most engagement. Instagram will see that. They'll put your post out to more people. Okay. So I try to use the Jiffy on the main page. Of course, if it doesn't look good on my aesthetic, I'm going to be like, yeah, no, I'm going to use something else. You can search whatever you want. You can search Forex here, you guys. You can search Bitcoin, like whatever you want, right? Look at all these Bitcoin thingies you can use here, all these Jiffies, right? Use these. You want to make your stories also really engaging, right? So that people can see that, okay, there's something that I want to look at opposed to just an image like this. Now, the other thing, you guys, the more you post in your stories, the more options you'll get to edit the post, because some people don't have music. Some people don't have polls or questions, right? But the more that you post, the more options you'll get to edit the story. The other thing, music, you guys, always add music, right? It keeps your post engaging. People will come back and be like, oh, like, and also it gives them a notion of who you are and what kind of music you like. So that's kind of cool too, right? The one thing when you post music, you guys, elevate. You can pick where you're posting the song. You can also move this off the screen so that you guys don't have to see it.
Hey. Elevate.
People don't see the image. It's like a background music. That's kind of cool. So I'm gonna remove this. Okay, one of the reasons why I don't like to post just directly from the page is because I can't make my stories fancy. I like to screenshot them. And then what I can do is I'm going to go to how Dre showed us at the beginning. If I select my story up here, the little circle up here with the plus sign, I can now create, you guys, a story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this little icon here at the bottom. You can see a little green on the left-hand corner there. This is going to go to my library. Say I want to post this. I can now size the image to what I want. And I can also add some extra extraness, because I like to be extra, if you guys know. So this little icon right here at the top, the little smiley, the filter, it's a filter icon, right? So if you click it, you can now add movement to your page, to your picture. And one of the life hacks that I do, you guys, is like, this is kind of dope, right? So I'm going to go done and I'll save this. And now I can post this on my page. That's how I make images move on my page. It's very, like, I don't know, it's kind of, it makes it easy that you can do everything on IG, right? Now, the other thing, you guys, if you want to add words, you can always type something here. There's this little icon here at the top. If I do like, hello, let's exit the matrix. Okay, so I can do that. And then if I click the icon right here beside it, it's going to make it move. I can change the font, and every font has a different way that it's going to move. Now, if you don't have this icon yet, you guys just have to post more on your stories. Just post more on your stories, and the more engagement you get, you'll have more options to do kind of cool stuff like this. So we could do that. And then I would add music, and I would just search the matrix and see if I can add some music to this.
You take the blue pill. The story. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe.
Now another thing about
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So tagging is very important because like
you take the blue pill.
When you tag people on your post, you guys, they can now cross post. I think it's really important for you guys to cross post, right? It doesn't matter if you're doing the training or Dre's doing the training or whoever, because as I post, you guys, Saf Juan, I tagged Saf in a post when he was doing a presentation, and or he tagged me, one of the two, but I reposted it and he reposted what I posted. And seriously, on my stories, you guys, you can see who's looking at your stories. This is the coolest thing about this. You can see everybody who's watching your stories. You know who's engaging with you at all times, right? So you can see, okay, like Saf's watching my story. But when Saf and when we did that post, we cross post like that, you guys, literally, I had like 58 views from like 10 views. And I was like, what the heck? And I go look, and probably like 20%, 30% of those views were people from his network. You know, now I'm like, yo, everybody from his network's coming to see my stuff. And I just screenshotted it and I sent it to him. I said, look, all these people are engaging. These are people you can talk to or people that are curious about what you're doing. You know, so it's really good, you guys, to always make sure that you're tagging your team. Like that's huge because it just funnels everyone's networks together. Also, the really cool thing is I love to see who's watching my post because I know who I need to reach out to. I was talking to Pratika yesterday. We had a friend that always looks at our posts. We've talked to her about the academy before, you know, and I messaged her and I was just like, hey, girl, how you been? Just wanted to check in. You know, and from that, she reached out to Prit and we actually ended up booking a meeting with her, a secondary follow-up. And all it was like, hey girl, what's up? I wasn't like, hey, check out what I'm doing, check out Forex. Like that's the one thing I learned, you guys, being like being in this space for almost 9 years now, people know me as that person who wants to sell them something. Like, or that's just my self-limiting belief, right? That's what I believe because I've been in so many different companies. So I don't want to, and also I don't want to be spammy because how many of you guys have got engagement in your DMs like, oh, sign up for IM. It's like, yo, I am an IM. Like, you didn't even look at my page, bro. Like, why would I sign up with you? You don't even know who I am. You know, you don't even care. People on social media, there's so many people just trying to throw out their business out there. Look at you guys. You want to see my message requests? This is insane. I have 20 requests. Why? Because it's just a bunch of spammy stuff. Like just a bunch of spam. Right? Like that's the one thing Instagram will filter spam, but like I'm pretty sure this person probably really wants me to go to their page. And I'm like, no, I'm not even going to look at it because you're just sending me a copy and paste message. Be real, you guys, be human. Like people engage with that. If you don't send the messages right away. Go look at their page, you guys. I learned this from Justin Saney. Go look at their page, go like a few things on their page. Like say I didn't know Pratika, right? I'm going to go to her page. I'm going to go like this. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, I can see she likes baking and cooking. Oh, this looks really yummy. Okay, cool. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to go down quite a ways, guys. And I'm going to go and I'm going to comment on one of her posts. I'm going to be like, okay, girl. 2 short sentences. When you guys use emojis, make sure there's a space. You can't do like an emoji and then a character. Instagram's algorithm doesn't read it. So, you know, and I'm going to post this on her page, right? And she's, and like, you guys, I've done it to so many random people and people will follow me back. So like, they're like, oh, this person's actually engaging, you know? And then I can message them and be like, hey, thanks for the follow. Looking forward to connecting with you. That's it. And leave it at that. What's up, Dre?
Just real quick on that, Des, because that's a great point. But what she just did was smart. You notice she didn't just go like every single picture, because that's another giveaway from someone who's trying to spam. Like they're gonna go like 47 of your pictures right away, just every single one, right? And then they're just gonna, and then, hey, I follow you. You seem like, you know, so she picked something that resonated. Oh, this is yummy. This is this. And then she made the comment. So make sure you're doing that as well. And then the other thing, what she just mentioned is key, is because then that person is going to follow her back. So this also transitions back to Facebook. If we can begin to add more people to your friends list, or the people who are following you, now that gives you the opportunity for more eyeballs to be looking at what you're saying. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all good. We're good. That kind of got me back into like what time it is. It's 11:30, you guys. I'm going to show you one more thing, okay? So if we go into insights, what am I looking at? We want to go into accounts reached. If we scroll to, I'm looking for, oh, it's right here. Okay. Account activity, which one can I click on? Hold on. I want to show you guys. Okay, here. So if you click on your total followers, you guys, you can see what your demographic is. Okay, so you can see a lot of people from here, this is cities in my area, are following me. If I click countries, you can see what countries are following me the most. You can see the age range, right? So I have 25 to 34 people around my age. Most of my followers are of my my niche, like my market, right? So I know who I have to cater my content to. I got to cater to women between the ages of 25 and 34, because they're looking at my stuff the most, right? You can see 57% is women. And here at the bottom, you guys, this is everything, okay? Like I myself have still to take full advantage of the most active times. This is when you can see your followers are engaging with you the most, so that you can now say, okay, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m. is like my most highest engagement times. These are the times I want to post. These are the times I want to go live. These are the times I want to post in my stories, because this is when most people are active. Okay, so use this to your advantage. Like Dre said, 10 times a day is what most of like I am is doing. Like Trade House, they're posting 10 times a day on their stories, right? Two or three times a day on your wall. If you can be consistent with it. You guys, there's just so much. There's so much. Don't know where to go. Okay, so use that. Now with reels and stuff like that, you guys, like I just made a reel because I was like, this is kind of cute. People are going to watch it. There's so much sauce I can give you guys with this, but I think I'm going to save this for next week, because the reel game is like popping, you guys. Like I'm getting so many more views, so much more engagement with reels and like TikToks, that just add value. I used to complain and be like, I don't want to make TikToks because they take so long and it's going to take forever. I made this TikTok, you guys, in like 15 minutes. Like, I was just like, what can I do? What can I do to add value? What can I do to know, like, there's so many people right now going into network marketing, right? I know we have the best company on the block. There ain't no doubt about it. But what I do want to attract into my network is network marketers. So they could be like, oh, this person actually is having success. Oh, this person's actually giving me value on how I can build my business, right? And eventually, maybe they'll want to look for multiple streams of income. Prit did a TikTok, you guys. She has 1,200 views. Y'all, TikTok is like, you can do anything on TikTok, okay? there's a girl that sleepwalks and I follow her religiously because it's so freaking hilarious. Like, it's so funny. Like, I cannot leave her alone, you know? And I feel like this girl's my friend. Be real, be you, cut out the filters, right? People want to see your face. Like, I had a time in my life 2 years ago, I was looking at all my pictures, you guys, and I was like, oh my God, this is not even me. All my pictures have filters on it. Cut it out, right? Be real. People don't care if you have a little zit or a little pimple. It's okay. Everyone has it. It makes you seem more real, right? I did this TikTok, you guys. Which one is it? It just kind of went kind of crazy. And I was like, holy crap, this is insane. I don't even know. Anyways, I think it was this one. I had posted it on Instagram. So literally take content from one thing, post it on another thing, like simple. You guys, I made this little TikTok, like not this one, like this. I do the same thing over and over again, you know? It's not even me. Whatever I can post, even this one has 689 views, you guys. It's so silly. Like, I'm literally showing you guys
how to set notifications up for Ethereum Run. Find the group, hold down on it, and you're going to get a menu that would allow you to select pin. Once you pin, it will move to the top of the group. Enter the group, click on the name, select the mute tab, go to customize, select.
When you teach stuff, you guys, people watch it. There's so many people who are not in the academy that have watched. They're like, what is this Ethereum Run thing? Like, what is this girl talking about? Okay, but this is how you pin something on Telegram. Cool, I can use this. You know, this one, I made it TikTok, you guys. This one right here, that's a seriously, the whole TikTok got deleted before I was able to post it. And I just remade the TikTok, and I was like,
when you make an entire TikTok, go and edit it, try to add an extra clip, and then delete the whole thing. Struggle is real.
663 views. Like, what? Y'all, TikTok game is next level. I don't want to go too much longer. It's 11:35. I'm going to give you guys how to use TikTok more next week. I hope you got value from this. If you guys have questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I love social media. I've signed up people through Instagram. I get most of my lash clientele from Instagram for the past like 3 years, no cap, you know. My Snapchat is another one, you guys. I've signed up people from Snapchat that I don't even know, you know. Like sometimes the people don't stay in, but you're building relationships and they still watch and they still stay plugged in with you. You know, they're never going to delete you off their page. They're never going to delete you off of Instagram. They're going to say, oh, this girl's still doing the same thing. Like, you know, this person's still doing the same thing, or whatever they're doing. They look like they're getting better and better at it. They're elevating, they're growing, right? People want to see your growth from the bottom up. I have people, you guys, asking me if I'm still with World Ventures. Like, are you still with your old company? Like, you're doing so well. It's like, not the same company, but the same industry. Yeah. You know, so people will follow you for long term. Keep your posts engaging. Again, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I got your back. There's so many apps you can use, so many nuggets. Dre, we're going to have to do like another training because my brain is just like, you know, so much.
Absolutely. Listen, guys, if y'all got the smoke, if y'all got the heat from Jessica, please throw some love in the chat, some fire emojis, something. Go ahead and throw some 222. I don't know. Just give her some love, because if y'all got all the sauce right there, right? And we're definitely gonna have to do some more stuff, some more trainings. I know we're gonna do some stuff, probably show y'all how to create flyers, do a whole bunch of other stuff, so that you guys can really begin to take your game to the next level. But there was a lot of sauce right there, guys. A lot of stuff that will be able to help you. The keys that I want you to get as a takeaway from today, right, is, well, before I say that, Jiz, is there anything you want to add real quick before we close this thing out?
Yeah, great job, Jessica. So much information. I love that hiding the hashtags. Although personally, I love my hashtags because I think I create unique hashtags. So I kind of liked it being on there, but there are times where I do say, well, I want to hide that. So I'm going to have to use that one definitely. Other thing I want to say, you guys said it already, but I think it needs repeating, is don't be afraid to show yourself, right? People want to connect with you. They want to know that you're real. Definitely, because again, you're not out to try to recruit the entire world. You want to recruit people who share your interests, people who have the same values as you. So it's going to take some time, and don't be afraid or discouraged. You start building your Instagram page, your Facebook group, and it's not gaining the traction that you want. You're trying to attract the people who are similar to you, the same vibration as you, and that's going to take time.
Awesome. Awesome. So real quick, just to recap, because we've gone an hour and 40 minutes or so. So real quick, just to recap, number one, Facebook group. You can create your own Facebook group and you can begin to attract people. Same idea could also be Telegram, but you could do both, right? You can create your own Telegram group, like Des said. I have one that I've started, and Facebook group, right? So we talked about that. Number two, we want to be using our Instagram, and we want to be tagging people in our stories every single time that our team has an event. If there's 57 people on the call, you should get 57 tags off of that particular call, okay? That's what we want to start doing into the stories. It's going to help benefit everybody. You don't necessarily need to put it in your posts. You can create it in your story and then tag the person to the story. So it works a little bit different, right? So like, on Facebook, we're used to just liking something. I'll give you a little hint, by the way, guys. On Facebook, likes are okay, but they want comments, right? So when you see one of your friends post on Facebook, go in there and comment, throw a GIF, throw a meme, throw something in there. That's more interaction. Again, keeping people's eyeballs on the post is going to create that interaction, okay? So we have that. We've shown you how to, set up your page, how to create your storyboard across, what to do with your pictures. And then of course, you got all the sauce on how to track it, how to create visually compelling stuff. And then one of the other things, which I actually didn't know, which was the major nugget for me in particular, was, what is that name of that thing? MSHA.KE. That is going to be immediately on my page after this. I was like, mic drop. She could have stopped right there. That was the best thing, to create the landing page with the different places to go to. Absolutely incredible. So guys, I understand that some people might be a bit lost if this is your first foray in, but we're going to give you guys more stuff to do, right? More stuff to do, more trainings. I think we'll create a series out of this. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Today was awesome. I loved every moment. You guys are awesome. And we look forward to seeing. Oh, I wouldn't be doing proper if I didn't promote that tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That would make it 4 Pacific and 6 Central. We actually have another presentation. We have an Academy overview. Tonight we're going cross line, right? We're going out of the Nafis line of sponsorship. We're going to partner up over there, and we're actually bringing in Frances Rodriguez, who's a P1000 in the business, absolutely exploding. Her team is massively growing. We're going to be doing it, and not only are we going to be doing it on Zoom, where you can invite people to, but we will also be streaming it live on Facebook. So if you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, you'll want to be able to do that, because you can create watch parties, okay? So you can create watch parties that'll allow your people to be able to come in and watch the content without them physically having to go to a Zoom. All right. So with that being said, guys, Des, is there any other events that you have? I know you have a team huddle, something like that going on also right after that.
Yes. So today, you guys, we're switching up our original schedule from the 4 p.m. PST team huddle, because that's the time the overview is happening with Dre and Francis. So at 5 o'clock, we'll be doing our team huddle. And then at 6 o'clock, there's a beginner's training for anybody who's brand new. So if you have new people, pop them onto there. But that's about it for tonight.
All right, folks, we are done for today. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's go. Now y'all got the keys to the kingdom, guys. We should be able to rock this. It should be amazing. Des, great job. Jiz, great job. Man, I don't know how I got so lucky to be on this team with y'all winners, but man, I sure did luck out. So Anyway, y'all have a good one.